Om. 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 गणपतये नमः। ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। With the blessings of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and all the acharyas, let us churn the butter, which is the essence of Bhagavadgita, by churning Geetarjanam, the buttermilk, which is the focused mind. Let us take in Sri Krishna and Bhagavad Gita through deep breaths. Om Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Gita Om Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Devi Tamritam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Devi Tam. Now let us sing the shlokas 28 to 47. 28 and 29 would be A, and then B, C. A, B, C. The tune would follow in that pattern for all the shlokas here. So the tune will be repeated number of times following A, B, C. दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितम्
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितम्
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
वेपथुश्च शरीरे मे
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
गाण्डीवं संसृते हस्तात्
गाण्डीवं स्रंसते हस्तात्
त्वच्चैव परिदह्यते
त्वच्चैव परिदह्यते
न च शक्नोमि अवस्थातुम्
न च शक्नोमि अवस्थातुम्
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
विपरीतानि
विपरीतानि केशव
दृश्यो पश्यामि
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि
हत्वा स्वजनम् आहवे
हत्वा स्वजनम् आहवे
न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण
न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण
न च राज्यं सुखानि च
न च राज्यं सुखानि च
किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द
किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द
किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो
येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो
राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च
राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च
तैमेव स्थिता युद्धे
तैमेव स्थिता युद्धे
प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च
प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च
आचार्य पितरः पौत्राः
आचार्या पितरः पौत्राः
तथैव च पितामहाः
तथैव च पितामहाः
मातुलः श्वशुरः पौत्राः
मातुला श्वशुरा पौत्राः
स्यालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा
शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा
ये तान्न हन्तुमिच्छामि
एतान् हन्तुमिच्छामि
घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदना
नतोऽपि मधुसूदन
अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य
अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य
हेतो किं नु मही कृते
हेतो किं नु मही कृते
निहत्य धातराष्ट्रान्नः
निहत्य धातराष्ट्रान्नः
का प्रीति स्याज्जनार्दन
का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मात्
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान्
हत्वैतान् अततायिनः
हत्वैतानततायिनः
तस्मान्नर्हा वयं हन्तुम्
तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुम्
धातराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान्
धार्तराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान्
स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा
स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा
सुखिनः स्याम माधव
सुखिनः स्याम माधव
युध्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
लोभोपहत चेतसः
लोभोपहत चेतसः
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्
मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्
कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः
कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः
पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुम्
पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन
प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन
कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति
कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति
कुलधर्मा सनातनाः
कुलधर्मा सनातनाः
धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम्
धर्मेणस्ते कुलं कृत्स्नम्
अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युत
अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युत
अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण
अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण
प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः
प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः
स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय
स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय
जायते वर्णसङ्करः
जायते वर्णसङ्करः
सङ्करो नरकायैव
सङ्करो नरकायैव
कुलज्ञानां कुलस्य च
कुलघ्नानां कुलस्य च
पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषाम्
पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषाम्
लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः
लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः
दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानाम्
दोषैरेते कुलघ्नानाम्
वर्णसङ्करकारकैः
वर्णसङ्करकारकैः
उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः
उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः
कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः
कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः
उत्सन्नकुलधर्माणाम्
उत्सन्नकुलधर्माणाम्
मनुष्याणां जनार्दन
मनुष्याणां जनार्दन
Narake niyatam vaso
नरके नियतं वासो
bhavatityअनुशुश्रुमा
भवतीत्यनुशुश्रुमा
अहो बत महत्पापम्
अहो बत महत्पापम्
कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयम्
कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयम्
यद्राज्यसुखलोभेन
यद्राज्यसुखलोभेन
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्यताः
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्यताः
यदि माम् अप्रतीकारम्
यदि माम् अप्रतीकारम्
अशस्त्रं शस्त्रपाणयः
अशस्त्रं शस्त्रपाणयः
धातराष्ट्रारणे हन्युः
धातराष्ट्रारणे हन्युः
तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्
तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्
एवमुक्त्वार्जुनः सङ्ख्ये
एवमुक्त्वार्जुनः सङ्ख्ये
रथोपस्थ उपाविशत्
रथोपस्थ उपाविशत्
विसृज्य सशरं चापम्
विसृज्य सशरं चापम्
शोकसंविघ्नमानसः
शोकसंविघ्नमानसः.
Thank you, Sharda.
Thank you.
So, 36. निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्नः का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मात् हत्वैतान् अततायिनः. So, Krishna is not responding to Arjuna's pitiable situation according to Arjuna, and also he is not listening to his words. He is keeping wooden face with no smile, just he is listening. In the previous one shloka, Arjuna started telling, even if I am given the throne of 3 lokas, I am not ready to accept it by killing my own people. When that is the case, what to talk about the throne of this earth? Like a great scholar, he's talking that. But no reaction from Krishna. Now he's telling, Nihatya dharta rashtranaha. By killing dharta rashtra, all the children of Kauravas, for us, ka pritihi syat. What pleasure will be there? What benefit will be there? What is there for us to achieve by killing these Kauravas? Papamevashayit asmat. The only thing left is we have to take refuge in Papa, in sin, by us. See the words he is using. Papamevashayit. How? Hatvaitan. By killing these people, atatayinaha. Atatayinaha are the aggressors. So here we should see who are those atatayinaha, the aggressors. There are mainly 6 kinds of aggressors who use different tactics, different way of creating havoc and harm and killing the people. The first one, by giving the poison. The second one, by putting fire on the house. The third one, using the weapons, trying to attack and kill. Fourth, plundering the riches of other people. And then the fifth one, snatching away others' land, encroaching others' land. And the sixth one is kidnapping the wife of another. So all these aggressors are there in Kaurava party. Kauravas, the sons of Dhritarashtra. They are aggressors. They are atatayinah. No doubt, killing these type of aggressors will not affect anyone as doing the sin. And it befits any normal people. But if the same thing happens to a saint, he is not allowed to kill them. So Arjuna is taking this reason to tell what is the use of killing these atatayinaha. So he wanted to follow the saintly way of dealing with these Kauravas. Not only that, the saintly people are also told to forgive those atatayinaha, those aggressors. So Arjuna's mind is thinking in this way. By not killing them, just by forgiving them, even I will be safe, even those people will be safe, and I can go to heaven without fighting or anything. So he's saying, why should I fight with them? That is what he's trying to tell Krishna and make him understand, as though Krishna doesn't know it. Papa mevashrayet. So here we should understand, what is he talking about Papa by killing the Kaurava children of Dhritarashtra? So he's thinking it from the point of view of the body. The bodies will be killed. However, that cruel minds of the Kauravas will continue to take it along with them. And if they are left just like that, they will continue all the more havoc in the society, to the subjects, to Pandavas. So what is that Papa? In the real sense, the primary first Papa, the sin, is to act or to behave like I am the body, I am the mind, which goes against its own divine nature, which is Atma. If I am considering and behaving, acting, doing all actions, being a human being with wisdom, if I act as though I am just the body and the mind, I am doing the sin to my own self, because I am the body, I am the mind that is programmed in animals. So for animals, it is fine. It fits them. But as a human being, if I behave in this way, it is papa. It is sinful act. So, what Arjuna is telling is by killing these Kauravas, he's telling that because he's thinking those bodies are the Kauravas. So I don't want to wash out those bodies. So he's talking in that level. And he's saying, Papameva Shayet. We have to take refuge in Papa. Without understanding in eternal reality what is sin, he's not catching it. Janardhana. He also uses the addressing name as Janardhana. Janardhana, if you see the meaning of the word itself, Jan is the root, which means to give birth, to create. Birth, Jan. Ardhana means to kill, to destroy. So that means Janardhana is the one who destroys that birth and death cycle. When there is no birth at all, if that birth itself is killed, there is no death also. So one will not be in the cycle of birth and death, birth and death. So Janardhana is the one who is taking care of that, the ultimate and also primary sin. And like that, he is the protector of all jivatmas. So he is the abode for all jivatmas. And he is taking care. Being Janardhana, why you are not listening to me? Being Janardhana, how can you support me killing them? You are the Janardhana, you are the protector. Here, Krishna is standing in Kurukshetra for Dharma Yuddha, to re-establish the Dharma, not protecting the bodies, the physical bodies of adharmis who are going against the flow of the life, the flow of the whole universe. They're going against it. There are adharmis. So Krishna is not concerned about the bodies, the physical bodies, but he wants the truth of life, the truth of what this universe, how it is working, should go in harmony. There should be flow of harmony in every moment and in every inch. So, in the Kurukshetra, he is in the Dharma Yuddha to re-establish Dharma. So, he is still keeping his face, wooden face, without any smile or criticizing what he's telling or appreciating what he's telling. He's just listening, allowing him to flush out all his hysterical, fearful thoughts and that mind. Tasmanarha vayam hantum dhartarashtran swabandhavan. Again, he is coming up with swabandhavan, that mamatva, my people. Again, it is gripping Arjuna so strongly. Tasmanarha vayam hantum. Hence, because of these reasons, he is telling, we are not supposed to kill them. Who? Dhartarashtran. The Kauravas, who are Swabhandava. They are all our own people. Swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syama madhava. By killing our own people, Swajanam, katham hatva sukhina. How can we attain syama? Means attain or have sukha. If we kill them, the sukha is gone forever, according to Arjuna. So he's trying to plead with Krishna again and again. Yadyapyete na pashyanti lobopahata chetasah kulakshaya kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam. Yadyapyete, even though these people na pashyanti, they are not seeing, they are not understanding. What? Lobhopahata chetasaha, because of their greed, lobha, of having the rajya, the pleasures of life, they are not seeing. Kulakshaya kritam, destroying the families. Kshaya means destroying or making it become smaller and smaller. That means by killing. Kulakshaya kritam dosham, they are not seeing it as a mistake, a grave mistake, criminal act. Like that, they are not seeing it. Na pashyanti. Mitradrohe cha patakam. Not only that, there are so many friends who all have assembled on his side as well as on Pandava's side. And these Kauravas are not seeing. It is not correct to make these people kill one another because it is mitra droha. It is a sinful act as treachery upon friends. They are not able to understand because their mind is overpowered. Lobopahata chetasaha. Their mind is overpowered by greed. So they are not seeing it. Katham na gneyam asmabihi. Papadasman nivartitum. Tell me, O Krishna, in spite of we understanding that killing is wrong, why we are not turning away from killing them in this war? Katham na gneyasmabihi. Even though we have understood it, even though we know, why we are not turning away from this papa. Papadasman nivartitum kulakshaya kritam dosham prapashyad bih janardhana. In spite of seeing all the different families, kula, the different families becoming thinner and thinner because the people will be killed. Why we are not seeing that? Oh Krishna, oh Janardana, you are the one who has to protect them, but you are not doing it. See the way he is putting it. His argument, when we see it in surface level, there is sense in what he's talking, but not at this hour, not at this situation and at this place where they are all standing. He is not having that macro view of the whole situation. it looks like the whole Kuru Rajya, Kuru Praja, Kuru Raja, Pandavas, Kauravas, all of them are in that sinking ship. When the ship is sinking so fast, the best thing is to get out of that ship or to bring the ship to the shore, but it is not able to happen now with this Kuru Raja ship. And sitting in that ship, when it is sinking, if I say, I'm still wearing the gown, let me wear the proper dress and then go out of my cabin to get away from the ship. Or I'm having my dinner, I'm halfway through. Wasting the food is not correct. So let me eat everything and then go out. Or I have already paid so much of money on this video game and I have just started. I don't want to lose the money. I want to play the whole game. And then I will go out of the ship to save myself. Is there any sense in this? In the same way, Arjuna is making the mistake. The whole ship is sinking, which is piloted by Duryodhana, who is assisted by blind people who are ignorant about what will happen if we go in the same way. So, why is Arjuna not seeing that Krishna is standing next to him? And he is not supporting him. And he's not understanding the reason why he's not supporting him to back off from the war. Instead, he is building up the argument to convince Krishna. So, still, Krishna is actively resisting. And he's not ready to accept Kauravas being left free. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharmaha sanatanaha. Kulakshaye, by destruction of the families, kuladharmaha sanatanaha, even the kuladharma, the dharma which that family is following since generations, that will also get vanquished. That will also get spoiled. Pranashyanti. Dharme nashte kulam kritsnam adharmo abhibhavatyuta. Uta means indeed, indeed. Dharme nashte. By destroying the dharma, kula dharma, there will be whole overpower of adharma on those families. In what way he's telling it? Normally, the elder members of the family, they would have followed the traditions, rules, the laws, customs, the knowledge, the skill, everything they would have followed since so many generations. And if that person is taken away because of the war, naturally, the family will be left without the person who is there to give them the moral instructions, the mind will get diverted towards adharmic ways. There is no one to hold the family. So even that will happen. Adharma, immorality, transgression, or evil actions, all those things will become stronger and stronger in every family. That's what he's telling. Adharmabhibhavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriyaha. Now he's going one more step to make it expanded problem. What is it? If there is going to be war, if these people are killed from the families, adharmabhibhavat Krishna, when this immorality predominates, pradushyanti means they become corrupted. Kulastriyaha, kulastri means one, the woman, one who is following the dharma of the family. Each family will have their own dharmas. And it is the kulastri who will transmit it to the next generation. And she is the center pillar of the family. Kulastri. She also becomes corrupted because she would have lost her husband. Or she would have lost her brother, father, son. Her mind will also start depleting in its strength to see what is right and what is wrong. So she will also become degraded woman. Strishu dushtasu. She becomes immoral. O Varshneya. Varshneya is Krishna. See, to say that you are Varshneya, you are the one who belongs to Vrishni family. That means you are pure because there is family and you belong to that family, to that dynasty. That means dynasty is important. When you are that Varshneya, just like Janardhana, you are the one who has to protect all these people. In the same way, he's telling here, you being Varshneya, belonging to one good family, dynasty, how can you allow all other families to go wrong, become degraded? And then also he's saying, Jayate Varna Sankaraha, and there will be intermingling of the castes. There are two versions or understanding of this Jayate Varna Sankaraha. Let us see one by one. Varna is caste. Varna Sankara, it is intermingling. Jayate springs up. It's born. Jayate, it's born when it is Varna Sankaraha, the child which comes, which is born as the product of intermingled marriage. So in both the ways, it is understood. So if we look at the Sanatana Dharma's caste system, what is the basis? Taking into account the skill, capacity, intellectual level, they are given that kind of jobs to do. And it is natural. If a person is good at mathematics, he will keep on doing the mathematics as his profession. And he will be good at it because he loves that profession, being a mathematician. Another one, an artist. Because they love that art, naturally they see the success in that profession. Suppose this person, artist, is put into the mathematics, and if that mathematician is brought into the art field, they will not do good at all. There, the Varna Sankara has happened individually. If highly intelligent person, highly skilled person marries another who is not at all skilled, not at all intelligent, how will they lead the life together? Will there be any common point for them? It's very difficult. So there also Varna Sankara happens intellectually. So even the children who come from these intermingled capacities, skills, they will also become, we can't say useless, but of lower category. Varna Sankara. So like that, every dynasty would have taken up some profession as their dharma, kula dharma, and they would be following it. And if that person goes and marries some other dynasty which is following totally other way of life, that intermingling will not go smoothly. And because of that, there will be so much of disturbance in the family, and also the level of intelligence of the child will also get affected. So what he's talking, there is meaning in it, sense in it, but this argument cannot be approached in this situation of Mahabharata war in Kurukshetra. Sankaro narakayaiva kulagnanam kulasya cha. Sankaro, this type of intermingling without any parity, narakayaiva, it will be hellish only for them. Kulagnanam, to those who have destroyed this family, and also to the kula itself, kulasya cha, even for kula, even to that family. So both will suffer. Patanti pitaro hyesham, and also patanti, the forefathers, pitaro, they also fall down because lupta pindodaka kriyaha, being deprived of given the offering of pindadana. The forefathers who are depending on the pindadana which they receive from their children, who would have done all the religious rites and offered them. When there is Varna Sankara, there is no one to tell them how to do it. The children, they don't know. The next generation will altogether know nothing about it. So who will do that pindadana? Without that, those forefathers will also get destroyed, or they also will fall. See to what extent he's going in detail to convince Krishna. He is using all his knowledge the knowledge of Shastras, the customs. He is using it to convince Krishna. And there is meaning in what he's telling. Doshairetaihi kulagnanam varna sankara karakaihi. By these evil deeds, doshairetaihi kulagnanam, the destroyers, varna sankara karakaihi, they create confusion in the families. They create children. Sankaraha. Sankaraha is the product of the intermingling of different castes. Utsyadhyante, that is, they get ruined. Jati dharmaha, kula dharmascha, shashwataha. Kula dharma, jati dharma, which were followed for such a long period, generation to generation to generation, it would have passed on. Shashwataha, those kula dharma and jati dharma, even they will get destroyed. It will be ruined. Utsadhyante, they get ruined. It is true. What Arjuna is telling is in the Shastra. Yes, even today we see when there is a civil war or foreign invasion, there happens that intermingling of different religions and the castes, and we do see the result of that type of intermingling. Naturally, there will be repercussion. But here, the Kauravas have taken their Rajya, kingdom, and the way they are behaving with Pandavas is so atrocious that if they are left alone in the way they are carrying themselves, Krishna sees that there will not be Bharata, so they have to be finished. There should be stoppage at once. So he's still keeping quiet. Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardana. Utsanna kula dharmanam, the kula dharma which is destroyed by the manushya, the people, those people, oh Janardana, those people, narake aniyatam vaso bhavati. Iti anushushuma. We have heard in the Shastras and great scholars, sages telling people who have destroyed the Kula Dharma are sent to Naraka and they will have to stay there indefinitely. We have heard it so many times. He's reminding Krishna. So Arjuna is vehemently putting his argument about the implications of war. So again, I have to say that it is the sickly mind of Arjuna which is making him to take this as the basis for his judging the present situation in the Kurukshetra. But he has such a great Guru, Krishna, standing next to him. So Krishna will save him. Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam. How strange it is. Aho bata. great sin, mahat papam, kartum, to perform, vyavasita vayam, we have prepared ourselves, we have already planned ourselves to do such great mistake, great sinful act. Yad rajya sukha lobhena hantum swajana mudyataha, and we are readily intending, we are readily standing, udyataha. We are all standing here because of the yad rajya sukha lobhena, by the greed of the kingdom and the pleasures of having that kingdom and the richness. Because of the greed, we are readily standing here, intending to kill everyone on Kaurava's side. Is it correct, Krishna? Why you are not understanding my high understanding of Shastra, my high philosophy? Why you are not opening your mouth? That is how Arjuna is pointing towards Krishna. Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam yad rajya sukha lobhena hantum swajana mudyataha. Ayyo, Krishna, you have not understood properly. That's what he's telling. Yadi mam apratikaram ashastram shastrapanayah dhartarashtra rane hanyuhu tanme kshemataram bhavet. Yadi, if at all, I am apratikaram, if I am not resisting, unresistingly allow them, being ashastram, unarmed, shastrapanayah, by those people who are holding the weapons in their hands, dhartarashtra, that is Kauravas, they are all, even if they are having all the weapons in their hands, and me without any weapons, and I am not resisting myself from them killing me, Rane, in this war, Hanyus, even if they kill me like that, that is Kshemataram, that is much better. So I am better off if those Kauravas having the weapons in their hands kill me, one who is unarmed and who is not resisting. So he is trying to show himself as a saint. That is better for me. But I don't want to kill them. So, Kshemataram he is using. We should understand why he is saying Kshemataram. What is the meaning of that Kshemataram? Kshema is protecting or preserving is Kshema. Preserving comes into picture only in this physical world, isn't it? Yoga Kshema, yoga, to have union with some object. Suppose I desire for a car. Me having the car in my possession, that is yoga. But if the very next minute, if it is stolen or taken away by someone, or if I don't get the key, then it is not Kshema. Yoga was there, but it is gone. So Kshema is very much needed. preserving that, holding on to it, protecting it. Only then I will be having the pleasure of enjoying the car. In the same way, Kshemataram, what is Kshema for him? Arjuna. He is standing in the war field. Everyone knows anyone can die in any moment. Anyone can be killed. And what is killed? The body is killed. So, if he is using the word Kshematara, that means he is preserving his body. It is better for me. So, physical victory is Kshema. Whereas moksha, he is talking about that also. Moksha. Moksha is the spiritual victory when there is self-mastery. Isn't it? When I know that I am the Atma, I am not this body, I am not this mind. In that case, nothing will affect me because I am Atma. That is moksha. That is the spiritual victory. And here, Kshemataram refers to the physical, material victory, which is preservation of the body, which is not applicable here in this situation. And also, he has seen them doing atrocious actions at every stage of their life. From young age, they have been troublesome, cheating, putting Pandavas into so many difficult situations. In spite of going through all those things, he has not understood what the Kauravas are, what their intention is, and he wants to allow them to get scot-free. So Krishna is not still opening his mind. Even for us, if we are stuck with one idea or one concept, and if it clicks in the mind, we keep running in the same direction with the same idea and the concept. We don't see what is right or what is wrong, even though the reality, truth, is right in front of us. We are blind to it because stubbornly we are following the idea which has come to our mind. Isn't it? Only after some time, when someone really pricks it, oh yes, why am I stubbornly following this? I was wrong. We say it after a long time. The deepest thing where we are acting like Arjuna is the Shastras, the Gurus. They all try to tell us, you are Atma. You are not the body, you are not the mind. Treat both body and mind as only an instrument to experience this world. But do we do it? No, we don't listen to the Guru because it is not possible. We are not trained enough. We are not clean enough. We are not pure enough. We nod our head, we understand. We also say, yes, what you are telling is very correct. I am not the body. I am not the mind. Even the language we use, my mind, became blank. When I say my mind, that means mind is not me. My body is aching. So it is the body which is aching. It is my body which is aching. I am not aching. My body is aching. So the language also we use it properly. But do we live it? We are stubborn. We are stubbornly following the only one idea, the notion, so strongly. And Arjuna is also doing the same mistake. So, to re-establish dharma, Krishna is taking care to clean up Arjuna by allowing him to come out, to flush out whatever is there in his mind, whatever his concept is. He wants to just blurt it out. So when everything is out, he will naturally become quiet. The mind will become clean and quiet to listen to Krishna. So for that, Krishna is preparing him. See what a beautiful, friendly way Krishna is following. He is giving the time for Arjuna to blurt out whatever he wants. He was a good listener, Krishna. One of the greatest qualities of a guru. And Krishna is showing that, demonstrating it by allowing Arjuna to just flush out, come out with all the venom which he is carrying in his mind. Let that ego, which is overpowering Arjuna right now, let it become dead tired. Let it talk, talk, talk. Let it get dried out. Then I will get Arjuna as a good student, good disciple, who will have the mind to listen to me with focus and total surrender to understand what I say. So Krishna is cleaning the soil to sow the seed of jnana. That is what he is doing in the first chapter. After saying that, Sanjaya told Dhritarashtra, Eva Muktvarjuna Sankhye Ratopastha Upavishat. O Raja, Eva Muktvarjuna, Arjuna, after talking all these things, Sankhye, in the battlefield, Rathopastha, on the chariot, Upavishat, he sat down. Visrujya Sasharam Chapam, leaving aside, putting down the bow and the arrows. Shoka Samvigna Manasaha, with the mind filled with grief, being distressed. Samvigna, being distressed. Shoka, with so much of grief. He just collapsed and sat in his ratha. So, Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavadgita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnarjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yoga Nama Prathamodhyaya. This final Sankalpa which is declared is also very meaningful. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat is the utterance of the Brahman. Tat is Brahman. Om is also Brahman. Sat is also Brahman. Iti, like that. Srimad Bhagavadgita. So, in Bhagavadgita, the song sung by Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Upanishatsu, in that Upanishad, which has all the important essence of Vedas, Brahma Vidyayam, in the Vidya of Brahman. That is, Brahma Vidya is the ultimate knowledge which has to be acquired through experience. The knowledge through experience about the eternal truth, which is Brahman, Om Tat Sat. That is Brahma Vidya. In that Yoga Shastra is that portion of knowledge which really teaches about the yoga. Yoga means the union of Jivatma with Paramatma. That is the ultimate union. There is union of so many things happening in this manifested world. The utmost union is the union of Jivatma Paramatma. That union, Yoga Shastra, Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, in the conversation of them, which is the whole Bhagavadgita. In that, the first chapter, Prathamodhyaya, is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. See, even here, Arjuna, the meaning, name of this first chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Means what? There is yoga between Arjuna, the being, and Vishada, the grief. So there is union of these two in first chapter. So that means what? Krishna has allowed Arjuna to fully feel what that grief is. Let him go through whatever the grief is. Only then he will understand the depth of the grief, how it feels, what it is. Isn't it? Only when I know experientially, if I put my hand into burning fire, I have already experienced that it burns my hand. So I have the experiential knowledge of this fire. Only then I will understand if someone tells, there is fire, don't go near there. Only then I will understand. If I didn't have this experience, my inquisitive mind could make me, let me see, it is he who is telling that it is fire, and he says it burns. Let me see, and I will touch then, and then I will get the experience. So, for me to understand the next portion of Bhagavad Gita, I should become that Arjuna. No, go through that Vishada by which I totally understand what that Vishada is. And I really feel like coming out of it. That's how Arjuna also felt. He really wanted to come out of this Vishada, which he went through, looking at his own people. What moha he understood. Because he experienced that mamatva. And it is that aham which made him think, and come up with so many reasons to escape from the war. So all these things is making Arjuna to understand what the real situation is when Krishna explains it in the next chapters. So that way, even we people should become that Arjuna. When we are facing any Vishada situations, we should go through it knowingly, because we are already the students of Bhagavad Gita. We should be able to go into it, and should be also able to be that Sakshi of that Vishada which is happening in our life. So this Bhagavad Gita, the next few chapters will really churn us and make us understand all these ups and downs of life have to be there in this world. Where else can it be? And we, having this body and the mind, will go through it. But Krishna will teach us how to face it with Sakshi Bhava and just pass through the movement, be it up or down. So, till the next class, let us think in what all ways we have come across these situations as Arjuna. Will we behave in the same way? Or is there any other way we are thinking? Give a shape to whatever you think. Then it will help you to understand the next few chapters, which we will be seeing from next class. So here it ends the first chapter. So, Partha. We are all Arjunas, Parthas. So, in the next chapter, he is going to surrender totally to Krishna. Let us get ready to be that Arjuna. Om भगवते वासुदेवा ॐ गीता